we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Tigers' offense will take the field first. Quarterback empties his backfield. To the air, it's Estrada. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Got it in the middle. It's Donald. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Hawaii's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got him this time.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lewis. Across the 25. He's got room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Donald. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they just need a few inches for the first down, but they've got 3 receivers spread to the right. To the air, it's Estrada. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. First play of the period, first down here. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Defense showing blitz here. The give on the inside. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They get to him as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the lead.
Quick completion to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. He wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hauls it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Third down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this second and short. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu.
LSU ready. open this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Zips it out to his man. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rainbow Warriors kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Under fire. Makes the grab. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before. He picks up more than 40. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Dropping back, it's Estrada. Wide open downfield. Touchdown LSU! They take the lead with the 6.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Breaks it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Powers through the defender, and he falls on top of his own fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous balance, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. The This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
Breaks into the open. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Stoneburner. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Makes the catch. It's Stoneburner. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw it. Got his man. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on third down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to his running back. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Rainbow Warriors had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll try the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They feed him again. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to pass. It's Estrada. Here's a heat. He's taking a deep shot. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much.